Welcome each and every one of you to episode number 49 of my challenge run through Dark Souls 3. We are right now in the Irithil dungeon where the shortcut was, where we found the lightning weapon up there. You might remember, if not, not too worse. The reason why we are here is after the boss fight with... sorry. After the boss fight with Osiris, the Consumed King, we got a gesture, the Path of the Dragon. So this statue right here is an indicator that we have to use that gesture right here. So I'm going to do that. There it is. Okay. I thought I can just test it, but that apparently didn't work. So, now. And now we have to wait a while. Actually, we have to wait way too long. If you don't know that you have to do this, I don't know how people came up with that. So, just watch the cutscene. Nothing too special. So, and now we are at the secret area Archdreagons Peak. And still, if you ask me, that is really weird. I'm not entirely sure what happens there. I think there are like two possible things that can happen. So Archdreagons Peak obviously has dragons. Maybe one of the dragon took us and brought us here while we were asleep. The weird thing about that is that why would he do that, and why didn't we wake up there? The other possible way is we turned into a dragon and flew here. That may sound even weirder for you at the first glance, but actually turning into a dragon is actually some kind of theme of Dark Souls. And we also find the dragon torso stone, the twinkling dragon torso stone, as well as the dragon headstone in this area, I think. Which we can use to transform into some kind of dragon-human hybrid. And actually in the lore of Dark Souls there's this clan of people who worship dragons. It's the Drake Blood. And as far as I understand it, the Drake Blood actually try to turn into dragons by meditating in the same manner we just did. So I want to say one thing. Our damage still is absolutely insane. But right now we are endgame level, so it isn't that weird right now. You know, those are like the strongest usual enemies that we have in the main game. I'm not sure if maybe some Ring City normal enemies are stronger. I once read that you should be like around level 120 at least if you try to get into the Ring City DLC area successfully. But I think that is a little bit far-fetched. I think the usual level of like around 90 or 100 when you complete the game without leveling too crazy, the main game, should be enough to go into the Ring City DLC and well, beat it. Not easy, but not with too much trouble, so yeah. I actually think that the Ring City DLC isn't necessarily a harder area than the this secret area here. Oh shit. Okay. That guy got me good. 2 hits and to the falling damage and I was dead. So the big ones are kinda strong, I have to admit that. I think I can kill them extremely easily if they start to use their fire breathing attack. You will see it soon that those guys can like breath fire, and as fire breathing attacks indicates. And while they do that, that's like their worst move because it kinda deals a lot of damage if it hits you, but it's extremely slow, easy to dodge, and leaves them open for several attacks. So if you're playing a character that's focused on damage, as we do right now, usually you should be able to kill them before they stop breathing fire. Oh, I can actually stagger them with 2 hits. Oh, there it is. So, okay. I just can't reach it because he dropped it in midair. Great. Well, actually we already reached the first boss of this area, but that boss isn't too amazing if you ask me. It looks cool. I have to admit that. It looks really cool, but the boss fight itself is pretty boring. This is a gimmick boss fight. You're not meant to fight the boss like directly. So you will see it in a moment. Here we go. So now there's that big ass dragon. So that dragon tries to breathe fire and we can hit him at the legs and stuff like that. But that's not how we're meant to beat this guy. We're meant to beat this guy by running past him, getting into this area. Now like we have to clear this area. This is like a part of the level, I guess. And the dragon sometimes tries to breathe fire at us, and there are several enemies. It's like any part of the game. You have to get through some stuff, you can collect some stuff, have to fight enemies, but with the little extra that there's this dragon that constantly tries to breathe fire at you. And at the end of this path we are able to do a plunge attack on the head of the dragon, which always will insta-kill him. He isn't able to survive it. Even if you put away your weapon and just do the plunge attack with your bare fist, he dies instantly. And also he just, as you reach the point, he just gets in position so you can hit him. I think he then starts to move a little bit, so you, if your timing is completely shit, you might miss him, and then you're most likely going to die from the fall damage, but as there's no real danger as you once you reach the spot, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal not to fuck up the timing. So yeah, that's why I don't really like this boss. Okay, I can just stagger those guys. This is insane. Like that, these guys are easy as fuck. So. So this area is like filled with stuff that you can collect. Also, there's a pretty amazing ring. That's a really good one. That is down where the dragon is. When we would have turned to the right instead of going left and getting into this area, we would have seen a new ring. Wow, I never saw that happen. That was ridiculous. The fireball just pushed down the big lizard man, and then it somehow pushed me down as well. That looked really fucking weird. Well, let's get right back into it. So yeah, the reason why I don't really like this boss fight is it isn't like a boss fight at all. This is just like a usual section of the game, but with a little bit fire breathing. They could have they could have had the completely same effect by just placing some traps, or making it like the other way around, that you don't go up to do the plunge attack after you encounter the dragon, but you have to go down to get into the fight with the dragon, and then you could have had the section where you get through this while the dragon is breathing fire, as well as a real boss fight. But, well, they tried something. I don't think this is this turned out well in any means. I really don't like this boss fight. I can't say it often enough. This boss fight isn't really good. Oh, I kinda forgot about this. Here we get some Twinkling Titanites. You might want to keep that in mind if you want to upgrade some weapons. So, yeah, they tried something with this boss fight, a little bit similar to like it is with Yom. It's not completely the same. In Yom's case, they at least have actual boss fight, even though it turned out way too easy. Doesn't matter if with or without Siegward, the boss fight against the boss fight against against Yom is way too easy, if you ask me. So now I'm going to do something I would recommend you if generally. Oh, okay. Okay, that was stupid. I don't recommend to roll down there and die. I kinda forgot about the fireballs coming from behind me, because I didn't kill the guy up there this time. Okay, that was extremely stupid. I don't recommend to jump down there and die. The thing I wanted to recommend was I would recommend to try to skip the enemies there, because they are a really annoying composition of enemies. The big one might go down really fast with my club, but usually he doesn't, and that guy is a pain in the ass because he didn't get the great axe the other guy had. Instead he got his axe with chains, and that's, if you ask me, that is way worse. So I'm generally trying to skip a lot now, because I'm already tired of this fight. So you want to go up there. So you just saw why the guy with the chain is really annoying. He got a lot of range and a lot of damage as well. So once you're up here, it's kinda easy. Not too much to do now. You have to drop down here. Now you could go for the plunge attack, but usually you want to go up there first, because here we find some upgrade items. More Twinkling Titanites. So now we get on that stone thing down there, just dropping down. Now he breathes fire. While he breathes fire, he swings his head around, wait for this to end, and then we can just jump down and bam, he's dead. And he doesn't give us a soul, he gives us the headstone, the dragon headstone, I think. Dragon headstone, yeah. So I would like to collect now the items down there, but I can't because we will get teleported away now. So now we're at the next bonfire, and this is actually really close to the place where we fought the boss. And here we find a new kind of interesting enemy. So the enemy is... before I go to the enemy, I'm just going to teleport down there, because I wanna collect the ring I was talking about. So the ring we find there's the ring of steel protection. That ring just boosts our physical resistances, so that is kinda good. I mean, most of the enemies will hit you in some way physically, so that ring just basically gives you pretty good tank stats. So if you feel like you have to be able to take more hits, feel free to pick that ring up, and use it. It's really good. Really solid ring. You can't go wrong with it. There's like literally no possible way that ring is useless for you. So yeah, and he's a little bit hidden, so this is the ring. Ring of steel protection. I might just wanna take that one. Oh, and I just see, yeah, I just got the better version of the ring of steel protection in the DLC area. But if you don't have the DLC, pick this one up. So I'm going to use this to get to the last bonfire rest of that. And then I'm going to teleport up to the bonfire we unlocked after the fight with the dragon. So there's a kind of special enemy. You saw this snake human dudes we fight in this area already, and they are like a little bit bigger ones, and they are magicians. They are like cobra human hybrids, and they cast some spells, and they have one really special spell. That special spell is they can summon someone to help them. So usually you go in and you rush down the magicians, and at this place we are here, we encounter the first one. It's not possible to kill him before he summons someone, but then you can fight the summoned enemy alone. And the summoned enemies actually are kind of special, because it can be different enemies, and they can drop you weapons the first time you kill them. So maybe if you use like a spell that or something that makes it harder for enemies to notice you, maybe then you can get in and kill him before he summons someone. So this one can summon two kind of helpers. Most of the time it will be a Drakeblood guy. That one uses a greatsword, and that greatsword has lightning effects, and there he is. That is the Drakeblood guy. Okay, I have to save some. I have to save some of my stamina when I try to get into this guy and combo him. So he gives us the Dragon Slayer greatsword now. Drake Blood Greatsword, but it works like a Dragon Slayer weapon, I think, because it got lightning damage. So here's a little secret. You see the statues sitting here, and another indicator that you have to use the gesture here. And if you do that, you get a useless ring. Bam, there it is, Calamity Ring. I'm going to show you what it does. It's stupid. There. Receive double damage. I'm not sure if that thing maybe got some secret usage. I once heard that it got something like that, but I never heard about what the secret usage is, so I'm not sure about that. So, using the lift right now. I think I never used this lift before, so this gets us to the beginning. The other helper that guy right here could have spawned would be someone you might know if you played the other Dark Souls games. It is Havel. So Havel is a big dude. Oh, like, he got the same size as you, but he got a huge armor, he's really tanky, and he got a really big, like, mace, a great mace that he wields. It's like a dragon tooth. And he hates dragons. That's most likely the reason why he is at Archdreagons Peak in this game. And yeah, these little stone lizards are also pretty special. I want to talk about that for a moment, because they can drop every kind of upgrade item except for the titanite slabs. So they can give you twinkling titanites and titanite scales. So, and here's a little ambush. So. Also, you get a lot of titanite scales and twinkling titanites in this area, as well as some titanite slabs. So this area is pretty good if you want to level up another weapon or something like that. Here we get the Dragon Slayer Spear. That one is really cool. It's the weapon of Ornstein from Dark Souls 1. And now I want to get back to Havel. Havel got a big armor. Havel is really tanky, and he dishes out a lot of damage with his great mace. He also got a great shield, which absorbs a lot of damage. So he's overall a pretty strong guy. And in this game we can find him here later on. There he stays in front of a dead dragon. Most likely, he is most likely the one that killed the dragon. And then he's hostile, so if we get close to him, he starts to attack us. We also can ambush him. We can backstab him at the beginning of the fight if we want to. And if we kill Havel, he drops the great shield as well as his great mace for us. And another cool thing is, if Havel is dead, we can find his armor set at another place in the game. And the other place I'm talking about is actually the place where we fought the Stray Demon that gave us the Havel's ring. So that little guy here just screwed me up, almost killed me by stopping me from killing the big guy fast enough. So yeah, the enemies here can drop titanite chunks, and they will do it a lot if you kill a lot of them. So up here's an item, I think it was the souls or something like that. So the next place where we find those... Oh, it was a ring. actually a pretty nice ring for this area. I want to see if I might take it. I think I will take it. I will equip it because it increases our lightning resistance, and yeah, there's a reason why we find that thing here. I mean, the dragons obviously use fire, but the boss fight we will encounter later on, the Nameless King, that one is using lightning a lot. He dishes out a lot of lightning damage, so yeah, having that ring is quite nice. So this is not a mimic, more titanite scales. Also, we're about to have an encounter with another dragon. So, even though they can drop all the upgrade items, it's not a high chance. They don't have a high chance of dropping them. So, if you want to farm them up here, you better be patient. So, right here, there's another dragon. He's pretty similar to the boss we just fought, but a little bit smaller. And we could fight him now. He would go down eventually, but it takes a while, and it's not worth it, for us not. Maybe for you, if you're at this place. So, now, if you skip him, you have to be careful about those guys. So the reason why it's not worth it to fight him for us right now is the dragon just gives us more upgrade items. We already have upgraded our club and our shield to maximum, so there's no point for keep fighting here. So this guy now summons here. This can be the Dragblood as well as this one. This one is Rickard. You also might know him from Dark Souls 1, and I don't know if he also appears in Dark Souls 2. So he goes down really fast, and he gives us Rickard's Rapier if we kill him here. So now we could like go to the other guy again and let him summon more helpers again and again until we have Havel. So we already reached the point. He is like the area where we fight the boss. But I won't do that now, because I want to get Havel first, and I want to trigger a little event here. So, what we can do here is... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that in the next episode. What the fuck? I'm too stupid. Ah, okay, good. So, you know what? The episode ends now. We're going to do that in the next episode. In the next episode, we will reveal the last secrets of the Archdreagons Peak, what lies behind that door, what's up there, and then we will encounter the boss fight. So that was it for episode number 49. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did, even though I have to say the Archdreagons Peak right now is really easy for me. It's not a too long area, and I dish out way too much damage for this place right now. So, thinking of it right now, I really think the Ringed City is maybe a little bit harder than the Archdreagons Peak, at least the last part of the Ringed City DLC. Yeah, but yeah, if you go to the Archdreagons Peak and you're not over leveled or something, or not using the club like I do, you might have a hard time here. And the boss fight we will encounter next episode is actually, in my opinion, the hardest boss fight in the game, even though I have spent so much time fighting him that I don't think that we will have too much of a problem. Even though he might kill us in 1 or 2 shots. I think 2 shots. He will need 2 shots to kill us. Well, we see that in the next episode. Bye.